Chris McGinnis is here, and you've been up since sunrise, so you have some great...
I've been up since before sunrise, sir.
Well before sunrise, right. But you got a beautiful sunrise to show us.
It is the nice part about being on the sunrise show that we get to see these. This is from Seaside. Check out the color in the sky at 5:15 this morning. Now, the camera moves a little bit mid-time lapse here, but just gorgeous right on the horizon. And, of course, from the perspective, we're looking kind of north and east, so with the sun continuing to track, north as our days are getting longer, we get to see stuff like this from this angle.
That is
in
gorgeous.
Seaside. Just really, really pretty stuff there. All right, I wanted to show you that. We are watching, of course, the cloud cover building at the coast. Clouds increase, but we will be warmer today with high temperatures anywhere from 79 to 84. So take yesterday's temp and maybe tack on 2, 3, 4 degrees, right? So it's going to be a warm afternoon for sure. Showers appear likely in the forecast. The question is, will we have any thunder? Some of that's predicated on the timing, and then the other part is just proximity to where those thunderstorms develop in the Cascades, and then do they push into the Willamette Valley? And I'll show you a futurecast in a second. It's not overly likely, but it's not a no in the Portland metro area. Tomorrow probably starts quite wet very early in the morning, like very, very early, and then we'll start to taper that rain off to more occasional showers, and tomorrow will turn quite breezy as well. All right, the live look from our Wells Fargo sky camera. We've got the high thin cloud cover, the cirrus cloud cover passing overhead. It's just barely enough to filter the sunshine. I mean, I think other than that, temperatures might be warmer than that 80 that we show at PDX right now, if not for that high thin cloud cover, which is filtering out at least a little bit of the sun. It's clear up over the mountain. Our other camera at Timberline Lodge pointed to the south, and again, you can see those wispy high cirrus clouds, but so far that's the only thing that's filtering out the sun right now. So it's quite warm at the lunch hour, 76 in Wilsonville, 75 Salem. The clouds are getting a little thicker down in the southern Willamette Valley and along the coast. Meanwhile, east of the Cascades, it is off and running to what's going to be a warm to hot day. Burns probably gets up to near 90. Baker City well into the 80s, I think, this afternoon for you folks. Pendleton sits at 75. Okay, here's the visible satellite imagery, and there is the player in our weather. Strong southerly flow at most levels of the atmosphere as that next system kicks eastward, and that will kick in the clouds, which will put a lid on the temperatures eventually. You can see, in fact, by 5 o'clock, Futurecast backs the temperature. Did you see that? It popped up to 83, and then it started backing down, and that's a function of the cloud cover moving in. And it's got Salem at 73 and Eugene at 71. Late in the afternoon, suggesting that the clouds will get thicker as we roll through the day. And then we wait to see, well, will we have some thunderstorms? Okay, so the Storm Prediction Center does outline at least a marginal threat for some thunder activity. Here we are at 6 o'clock, clouds certainly moving in. And then I'll stop the clock at 9 o'clock. You can see some thunderstorm or shower development right along the spine of the Cascades. The overwhelming flow, the steering currents, generally keep this going from south to north. And so most shower activity that fires over the Cascades should generally head due north. But you see there's a little cell that pops over Portland at 10 o'clock. So that's why I can't just stand here and say, well, we're probably not going to see thunder. It's not out of the question that we get a rumble later today. Still blossoming with that activity into the evening hours, and then that wanes. The main system comes through in the wee hours of tomorrow morning, and then as fast as it moves in here, it moves out. And so tomorrow could be one of those days where we get rain in the morning and then it becomes a breezy, showery, sunbreaky kind of day. Is that a word? I just made it. Sunbreaky kind of day tomorrow afternoon. Thursday, next round of rain moves in. We need the rain, maybe a little bit with any shower activity late this evening, and then more coming in early tomorrow morning. And then that may be it for the day on Wednesday as the breeze really picks up. I'll talk more about that wind advisory and high wind warning for folks east of the Cascades coming up in our streaming half hour in just a few minutes. But it's going to be quite a breezy day east of the mountains tomorrow, and even here in the Willamette Valley as the temperatures take a nosedive from the mid-80s today to the mid-60s tomorrow.